Okay. Comma conventions, 2.08.2. Here. And let's test this out. Looks like it's working right. Okay. Comma conventions, 2.08.2, correcting the comma splice, this time using compound sentences. So let me review run-on sentences and comma splices. Last week we discussed run-ons and comma splices. What is a run-on sentence? A run-on sentence is also sometimes called a comma splice. A run-on sentence is formed when a writer attempts to join two complete sentences, two independent clauses incorrectly, most often with a comma. A comma is not sufficient. A comma is not strong enough to join two complete sentences. Hold on a second, my screen froze here. All right. So, comma splices. For example, the sentence, I realized that my boyfriend cheated on me with my best friend, comma, I plotted his demise. The comma is not strong enough to join two complete clauses, two independent clauses together, two complete sentences together. Comma is not strong enough. This is a common problem amongst high school writers, and it's something you get really marked down on when you go to college in English class. So we'll work on it all year long. Comma splices. Fixing a comma splice. What we did last time was we took the sentences, each sentence, and we made it into two complete sentences. All right, so that's the easiest way to correct a comma splice. All right, so incorrect is Ava left for Europe. Her flight is at 1 o'clock. That's the comma splice. Correcting it, we decided to make it into two sentences. Ava left for Europe, period. Her flight is at 1 o'clock. So that's what we did last week. That's the most basic way to fix a comma splice, right? So now we're going to move into compound sentences. A lot of you already know how to do this. It's just a review, but we need to reinforce it. And all of us pretty much know how to do this. It's just that we forget while we're writing. A compound sentence contains two independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction. For example, Scott was playing soccer, comma, so Mary went to the beach. You have two independent clauses. Scott was playing soccer and Mary went to the beach. A comma alone is not sufficient. A comma alone is not strong enough to join them. You have to add a conjunction, a coordinating conjunction like so. Compound sentence is a main clause plus a conjunction plus a main clause, or an independent clause plus a conjunction plus an independent clause. Coordinating conjunctions. Some people call it fanboys. Coordinating conjunctions are the words for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. For example, comma splice. Fear has many levels, comma. Fear can even affect one's mind and body. Right? That's a comma splice. A comma is not strong enough. I keep repeating it until it drives everybody crazy, but I will. A comma is not strong enough alone to join two independent clauses. All right, so I make it into a compound sentence. Fear has many levels, comma, and fear can even affect one's mind and body. A comma and a coordinating conjunction are strong enough to connect two independent clauses. Good. All right. So let us go to
Wait, mister, wait. Can you go
yep.
back?
Yep.
Wait, with the comma and the and. I thought we weren't supposed to do that. Like if you're just writing the and, why add the comma?
The comma first and then and. That's the rule. That's the rule for joining two independent clauses. When were these rules written? They were written in the 1100s, all right, by monks in churches. And some of it has to do with natural pauses, and they help with meaning, because a comma in a wrong place or a missing comma is going to change the meaning of a sentence. So yes, we do use comma and, right? Or you can make it two separate sentences. Of course, we'll get into the semicolon and the subordinated conjunctions next time. But yes. Now, where am I? Okay. Let me pull up the assignment for today. All right, so we are going to work on today 2.08.2. You can get to it through assignments, or you can click on the link in the agenda. All right. 2.802, removing the comma splice 2, using coordinating conjunctions. I will add the links in a second for the video. Review, remember, a compound sentence is a sentence with at least two independent clauses. A comma alone is not strong enough to connect two independent clauses. It's called a comma splice. The first method to correct the comma splice from last week's word 2.08.1 was removing the comma and creating two separate sentences. The next option we're adding this week is to add a coordinated conjunction after a comma. Image A. I have two independent clauses. I drink green tea. They drink coffee, right? But I added a comma and a coordinated conjunction, but to join them together. I drink green tea, comma, but they drink coffee. Must have both of them. This clause could stand alone as a sentence, and this clause could stand alone as a sentence. So they're complete, they're independent clauses. So a compound sentence has at least two independent clauses. It can have more. It could have more. Right? Task, correct each of the following comma splices by adding a coordinating conjunction in the boxes provided. Image B, I have the coordinating conjunctions for you right here. Join with words like for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And here's an example. I'll do the example for you. In the passage from Bram Stoker's novel Dracula, the narrator is a man who is taken hostage by Count Dracula. He does not know why he is imprisoned in Dracula's castle. All right. So where do I need to put a comma? I mean, where do I need to put a coordinating conjunction? Anybody?
You could put and after Dracula,
Okay.
or you could just make
Or,
it.
we'll use and. We're using coordinating conjunctions for this assignment, so make sure that you have that you don't do what you did last week. All right. So you said add a and. Where do I put the and?
I say you could add an and after the comma with Count Dracula.
Gotcha. All right. There it is. And that's all I had to do. I didn't even have to retype it because I copied and pasted it because I'm lazy today. All right. So all we did was insert an and right there. And he does not know why he is imprisoned in Dracula's castle. Okay, there are 10 points each, right? The narrator questions his own sanity. He does not convey that he is insane. All right. The narrator questions his own sanity. He does not convey that he is insane. I get it. Okay, the narrator experiences many levels of fear. He even runs around his room like a rat trapped in a cage. I wrote these as a little review for you too from Dracula. Dracula owns the huge castle. He has no servants to cook and clean. The narrator tries to calm himself. It is not easy. The narrator knows that Dracula is powerful. He can control the wolves. The people in the town know the narrator is in danger. They give him articles like garlic, a crucifix, and tree branches to ward off vampires, ward off the action or process of guarding the body of guards, a divisional. So these items help keep the vampires away. Though not religious, the narrator cherishes the crucifix the lady gives him. He places it over his bed for protection from Dracula. The narrator decides to try to learn everything he can about Count Dracula. He cannot let Dracula become suspicious during their conversations. The narrator is unable to sleep at night because he can hear Dracula in the castle. His lack of sleep is affecting his mental and physical well-being. The narrator often moves in and out of high levels of fear. He fears he cannot escape. He fears that he is surrounded. He fears that he is surrounded by terror and danger. Right? And that one's got 3 clauses in it. Be careful with it. Okay, so today's assignment, complete this and submit it. Shouldn't take you that long. You can have the rest of the period to work on it. And if you did not get the Pro Writing Aid link for your license, your own personalized license,